Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Black Rock Valley. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. If you recall from the previous episode, we planted field number 2 in, I think it was, oats. So what I did was, I planted it as oats on one field and soybeans on the other field. Because if you recall, we needed a little bit of straw. So what I did was I made sure we had straw in those two places, at least one of those places. So I planted straw on the one, or plant straw. You can't plant straw. Well, I guess technically you kind of do. I planted oats, which we'll get straw from, and I planted soybeans in the other place. So what will happen is we'll be able to bale the straw up from the oats, and that'll give us some straw for animals. As far as I was looking at some of the information on the map, and from what I can tell, it seems like what happens on this map is no matter what type of cow you have, it still sells of the same type. That's what it seemed like from what I read, at least. So it's like if you have, breeding cows, they called it, which I think. So the way it works, I think, in here is like this. So we have pig 1, and then beef 2, and then fattening cow. So this, I believe, is just a regular cow, and I think this is a breeding cow. So I think what I guess happens is it multiplies eventually, and I guess this one doesn't. That's what that's what it seemed like, at least. So don't know if that's true or not, but I did kind of get that impression. So I'm kind of curious as to whether that is the case or not. So I noticed something really weird happening lately with my videos. Not really weird, but just slightly odd, is that the encoding on YouTube side is mucking it up the way it looks a little bit. So like on my end, when I look at it at the end, it looks fine, but when I upload it to YouTube, it's kind of messing around with it a little bit. So I'm gonna try and record this video in 1080p. Somebody asked a long time ago, like, why don't you record in 1080p? I'm like, just because I don't have very fast upload speed. That's all it boils down to. I've been able to do it for a really long time now. I just don't, because it takes... I generally try to upload 1 or 2 videos a night, and if I upload, sometimes I upload 2 or 3 videos a night, and when that's the case, 1080p just takes too long to upload, basically. But I'm going to try and upload this video in 1080p and see if it makes a difference based on what I'm seeing, so we'll see. Also, for those people who don't want to put the placeables there and want to actually use the regular style of filling up things, these silos right over here is where you need to go, basically. So we have water, then we have seeds right there. So if we can fill up the seeds... Nope, I guess we're going to refill our fuel tank first. Sure, why not? Apparently that, really? That's not far enough? That's not close enough? It looks pretty close to me. Alright, we'll fill up first. Not that we really need to. We still have a ton of seeds, but this makes it so we don't have to do it in the future again. Yes. Continue. Alright. That's weird. I wonder why. Alright, whatever. We'll leave it for the time being. Anyways, I'll have to find an adjustment for that. Anyways, we're done with this for the time being, so I'm going to go drop it off in one of these sheds over here. Probably the one that doesn't have hay in it. So I'll just do a little bit of a UE in there and continue. So the other thing we're going to try and do is use that seed master there, because that means we don't have to buy seeds, which is awesome. There we go. Leave that in there for the time being. That guy can stay there. And so I fed a bale of hay to each of the different types of cows. So we'll see how that goes. I only did it once, but we can see how it works out from there. So this is the seed master, and the way it works is you put seeds. You put basically what happens. You put you harvest a crop and you put it in here, and then you get the seeds out of here. If Yes, okay, it is set up that way. Good. And that's the way it works. And what else do we need to work on right now? I don't think, because I planted field 20 already. Field 2 and 3 are planted, and those are the only fields we have, so we're good to go. Actually, what we should do is, let's just hop into this guy. Oh, I don't have it set up that way? That's weird. This guy's a front loader too, so I'll put him in group 3, which is my front loader group. I always put them in the same group. There's 2 bales of hay I want to grab quickly. That are down by field number 6. So I'll grab those real quick, and then what I'll do is I'll progress time and see what happens. Well, I know what happens when you progress time, but hopefully we'll be able to get a harvest in today. We'll see what happens. So what I'll do is I'll pick up the bales, bring them back, and I will meet you when we're ready to progress time. Alright, so I moved the hay bales back to the main farm, and here I am at the shop, and I just realized something. We're at the shop, and I'm thinking about, progressing time forward, and then I realized I had a bit of a problem. I don't actually have anything to unload the unload the harvest into. So what I'm gonna do is, do I have it in here? Oh, I do. Ooh, well, I have this Kins or Kinsey, depending on how I say it. I thought I had another one in there. I must have downloaded it and not put it in my mods folder. So let's see. Do we have any other options? We could do one of these again. Honestly, I don't think this map is... After playing on this map a little bit, I don't think it's really designed for, like, transport trucks. That's kind of my feeling a little bit. And I say that because the way the roads are set up, and for having a longer trailer, it would not be fun. So I think what I'll do is I'll get, not these, I don't think. We could do the OEB. We could do this, which holds 22 tons, and I think that's it. That's an English one, if memory serves. And then we have the Flygo, which I've used many times, the Marshalls, and then we have the Crosetto, which we used on Bentigao. So I think what we'll do is we'll try the Stewart out, see how it works. I like the way it looks, so we'll use that for the time being. So we'll take a quick look at it. This one, of course, came from FS-UK, as most English ones do. Not too bad. I don't think you'd see many of these in US, but we'll give it a go and see how it works. Oh, actually, that's kind of interesting on the inside. Cool. Alright, so now we actually have a trailer that we can actually use. And the other thing I wanted to do is, I think I put it in here. Let's see. Seats. I did. Okay, so we'll get one of these eventually as well. We can actually afford it right now, but I'm going to hold off because I need to progress time first. And when you progress time, what happens is you end up money ends up going out the window for maintenance costs and whatnot. So gonna try and avoid going in the hole. So we'll see how this works out. So let's do the oats first, and let's just travel down there first of all. Oats is at field number 2. I'm here, so we'll go south. Okay. Gotta love the in-game combines, the fact that you can attach the trailer to it. I love that fact. That was, like, honestly, that's one of my favorite things about these combines, because the fact that they have that capability makes your life so much easier. Really adds a big, really makes a big difference in terms of, transportability and what you can do with, your combine, because sometimes you would, honestly, I don't think in real life, I don't think I've ever seen this in real life, because the combine's huge as it is. You don't really need an extra trailer on the back to make it even more difficult. But people often do this in game, but I've never seen it in real life. I think it's just because it's just too big, and it's not, well, I think it'd just be more difficult in real life, and because you have like a truck or something that would follow behind you, it would make your life a lot easier. Alright, so we're heading east still. Yeah, so this, I don't know, I get the feel like this map really doesn't lend itself well to like a transport truck, just because of the way the roads are. They're kind of like, they're not so much like main highways as they are kind of like side roads, it feels like a little bit. So I think a transport truck would seem just a little bit odd on this map. At least in my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think it would be a bit odd, or you think it would make perfect sense? Let me know. Leave a comment below. Alright, so we're going to go harvest the oats first, but first we need to make sure they grow. So this map is not a soil mod map, so I don't have to worry about, I can just accelerate time, that's all I need to do. I'm going to let this guy go, because he's going to get in my way if I don't. I need to turn here. There we go, perfect. And I don't know which, I think the first field right here is oats. I'm not certain though. Alright. Okay, so let's just check. I'm gonna go back here for a second. And field 2 is oats. Okay, perfect. Alright, progressing time. Ooh, frame rate drops. It's always fun. Okay, so I don't know how many days it's going to take to do this, mind you. It might take a few days. If you have the night growth manager or night growth mod in, or the growth manager, you'll get an even growth, but I have a feeling I might not. So let me just fast forward time again, and I'll be back when it's all ready to go. Alright, so the oats are ready to go. This is what the oats look like. Pretty cool. And then over here, as I mentioned before, I put soybeans. So this is what the soybeans look like on this map. Looks like they all grew evenly, which is good. I wasn't sure if they were going to or not. It's one of the weird things about playing with soil mod and not playing with soil mod. And those are the soybeans. Cool. Oh, I really don't have that in a group. That's a bit annoying. Alright, alright. Put it in a group then. I thought I did put it here. Alright, so let's fire this guy up. Unfold. Let's detach the header. And let's make this huge turn here. There we go. And hook it up. Of course, a lot of people ask me, how are you able to harvest soybeans and oats and all that jazz? If you look carefully in most map descriptions, what they'll say is something like, you need to have the multi-fruit mod in order to do this. So what you need to do is, if you want to play on, let's say, this map, you need to make sure you have all the appropriate mods. And if you do have the appropriate mods, then you shouldn't have a problem with this. So what I'm going to do is, oh, of course, let's put this. And I can't see it because I pressed that button. Alright, let's shift this over like so. There we go. Perfect. Good. So one of the nice things about this particular combine is the fact that it actually goes at a slightly more appropriate speed. If you remember in Valley East USA, the Cat Challenger goes at like a breakneck speed, so, and it also can unload really quickly too. This guy's going to be full in no time. So this is what happens when you don't have the soil mod installed. The yield is like through the roof sort of idea. So, and it can be with soil mod too if you manage your soil correctly. So, also I'm playing on normal as opposed to hard this time. So, I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. Because what happens is, for my end, I end up playing a lot off camera to try and make some progress, but easy is just too easy, and normal is kind of like in the middle ground, so we'll see how it goes. I can always change it later on, it's not a big deal. Alright, so we need to get the JCB rolling. I'm going to get the JCB, I think, on the... Yeah, I'm going to get the JCB on the trailer, I think, just because the JCB is nice and quick. And can I actually store it there? I think, I don't know if it's considered two separate farms or not, though. I wonder. Sometimes, depending on the type of map it is, some maps will actually consider, let's just check. It looks like it's all just one. Yeah, it looks like it's all just one silo. So what that means is it doesn't matter where I deposit the grain as long as I deposit it. Alright, so let's just I guess I'll hire a worker for the time being. And then I will, is he gonna be good there? just barely. Alright, let's hop into the JCB, which is just lounging here. I think I took a screenshot of it, and that's why it's just sitting right there. But we want to go to the shop, which is the other way around. I can't just go straight across. But luckily, the JCB goes 70 kilometers an hour, which is really nice, so I do love that fact. 70 kilometers an hour doesn't seem like a... Oh yes, fences. And we'll have to... Oh, is it the entrance there? Oh, perfect. Yeah, 70 kilometers an hour is like, you know, when you think about it, like for an agricultural piece of equipment, that's pretty darn fast. I don't know how the tires would hold up in that scenario, to be honest with you. Because I've never driven at 70 kilometers an hour in a tractor. I think the fastest I may have been like 15, maybe. And that was when we were transporting hay equipment back to the storage, so. Alright, so this is the Stewart trailer. Let's go ahead and hook this guy up. As I mentioned before, Stevie, the guy who made this map, he is releasing another Michigan map, and I'll definitely check that out. Apparently it's being released. Oh, that's awesome. Did you see that? That's cool. Let me show you again. So, take a look at these right here. The hydraulics. That's neat. Doesn't connect right into it, but it's still pretty neat to see. Sweet. It's funny. Right now I run this game through Steam, and right now all I see is people playing Fallout 4. That's all I can see. People are like, I know Landy Kid was talking about Fallout 4. I just saw a kick to the head. He just fired up Fallout 4. I think it just came out yesterday or today. So that's the reason why people are so excited about it. Understandably so. It's supposed to be a pretty darn good game. Last time I actually have Fallout, I think Fallout 2 maybe or something like that. Or Fallout, I think it's Fallout 2, but I never was able to get the game working properly, so I never, I liked the idea of the game, but it just never worked for me, so I kind of got turned off a little bit of it. But I do like the style of game, the RPG setup. Oh, he's full already, holy smokes. Didn't even get like a full, you know, jeez. This is going to be interesting. Alright, make this turn here. So this holds 23 tons, 24 tons, something like that. So we'll see how this works out. Now because we have the multi-fruit mod installed with the appropriate mods, this shouldn't be a problem. And let's find out if it is. Is it a problem? No. This is good. And it shouldn't be a problem because if it is, well then something's wrong. Usually that's the case at least. But yeah, if you have the appropriate mods installed, any trailer will basically work. Oh, this has a cover on it too. I just realized that. That's pretty neat. It actually rolls over. If you look carefully, it actually rolls from one side to our side. That's nice. Cool, this is actually a pretty slick little trailer. Possibly a little small for this map, I'm getting the feeling, but definitely will work nonetheless. What we're going to try is there's that little area back there, which is the second farm, which is Falls Farm. So we're just going to see if we can unload this right there, because I'm just kind of curious to see if it is connected to our main farm. I suspect it is, based on my... Ooh, can I... Is there an entranceway? Oh, there is. I'm like, doesn't look like there's an entranceway there, but there actually is apparently. Yeah, so they're probably connected. So we're gonna, if we can, we'll unload the grain right here because that'll make the amount of traveling we have to do a lot less, which is good for us. There's oh, it looks like we can do it. Sweet. All right, so let's just bring this up. This is oats, actually, so we want to have the oats here. And let's just verify it works. So this, I believe this should be connected, but we're going to find out right here. Yep, looks like it is. Okay, that works for me. Awesome. So yeah, this is one of those situations, if you remember the Idaho map back in the day, Idaho actually had two separate farms, and the silos were considered like two separate entities. So it's like they weren't connected like these ones are, for example. I think it's more difficult to do, and that's why a lot of people don't do it. And a lot of people prefer the idea of having like, you know, one silo, just because it's easier to work with. So, all right. So, how full is that? He's going to be full when he turns around. So what I'll do is I'll get prepared for him to unload, and then I'll unload the combine, and then I'll bring down, I think, the Kloss, maybe. I think the Kloss can handle the baler. 120 should do. Should be able to. That could handle the barrel. That would be ridiculous. 168 and 180. So yeah, the Kloss should be able to handle it. I don't know why it wouldn't be able to. But we've seen stranger things. 1 sec, coffee break. Love my morning coffee. Alright. Let's wait for this guy to turn around. He's at 80% already. Oh my goodness. And what I've done is I've set it up with... I've set up drive control so it'll follow his same speed. Of course, you do that by pressing Shift and then the number 3 at the top of your keyboard. So what will happen is he will adjust his speed according to what the combine is doing, which is really nice. Very nifty. It makes your life a lot easier. One of the downfalls, of course, of hiring a worker as opposed to using Courseplay is that it's not... it tends to overlap a little bit more. Not a lot, but a little bit. Just depends on where you start the combine sometimes. Wonder how many bales of straw we're getting out of this. Because remember, if we need straw, we still need silage too. So we need to be able to make some silage as well. What would be the best way to do that? I guess we don't even... Yeah, I guess we have the TMR mixing machine, so I guess we could just use that. We still need silage one way or another. To make silage bales, or to make silage... Because the wrapper I have... Would it work? No, it wouldn't. And it wouldn't work because, of course, bale extension and that wrapper doesn't work very well together, so... Which is a bit unfortunate. So, today's November 10th. So, what happens is the side panel should be shipping. Should be in the keyword, of course. We'll see what happens. So far, I don't know if anybody has been to the SciTech website and ordered anything from them ever, but I'm really not overly pleased with their the user experience on the website. It's a bit I've seen it way better. Let's just say that. I've had way better experiences purchasing things from other websites, that's for sure. So hopefully everything works out fine. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Like if you ever buy anything from Amazon, it's a very seamless, very easy experience. They give you all the information, and the site works beautifully. Whereas in this situation, purchasing it online was like, that was my feeling with the website. So I was kind of like, not overly like, oh my gosh, this is the best experience I've ever had online. So it's a bit unfortunate because it's making me not want to go back and buy something online from them like ever again. Like it hasn't been let me just clarify. It hasn't been a negative experience per se, but in the world of having a good experience online, I've had way better on other e-commerce websites, you would call them. So, all right, let's get this guy unloaded right here. Here we go. And I don't know, but the Seedmaster may not accept oats. Sometimes what happens is they don't accept the multi-fruits. Maybe on this map they do, but I know in previous maps, like I tried it I think on another map and it didn't work properly. So that's the Beets Master, I think. That's beet pulp. Oh, that's kind of a cool little texture. And what's this? This is the... You put beet pulp in, what do you get out? Or do you put beets in there and you get what out? I don't know. This, the beet pulp side of things, I'm not quite sure. Because, like, what's this then? This is the same thing, isn't it? Beet Master, Pig Forge, beet pulp. Yeah, so it's for the pigs, I guess, so. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Also, there is attached silage body. Oh, this has a silage body too? Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see what that is. What is that? Keypad 0. Ooh, very nice. Attached grain body. Oh, nice. Neat. That's cool. Okay, I'm digging this trailer now a lot more. It's the little things in life, right? Alright, so let's get lined up here, unload this combine again. Nice. Just in time too. He hit 80% there. And we'll speed up a little bit. Perfect. Yeah. That's really neat. That's cool that they have those different options. I haven't seen much of that in 2015, to be honest. I saw a little bit more of it in 2013, but not much in 2015, so... But that's cool to note. So what we could do, theoretically, is... we could... I think we can do it. Let me just check. If we go into headers... And... this... Yeah, you can actually take that, change that into chaff. If you wish to... And I think that'll do hay and straw, and that will turn it into chaff as well. Okay, well we have some options then. We could do use a forage harvester to make chaff, therefore making silage, but not necessary, but we can do it that way. That's for sure. So excellent, sweet. I love how the combine we have is like so huge in comparison to the field itself. So it's what, like one pass and it takes like a huge chunk of the field off. So let's grab the class, which I have no idea where it is. Here it is, down here. Let's grab the class, and what we'll do is bring the baler down to that area down there. Let's go the other way around. The other way around is a little bit quicker, in my opinion. It's funny, in the comments, a couple people are like, we don't see class in America. That's what a class lexion is. It's class. And a couple people mentioned that to them. They're like, well, you do see class, but admittedly, it's not a common brand you see in the United States right now. Maybe in the future you'll see more of it, but you do see them in the United States, but it's not like a common, like it's not a brand you see a lot of, which is understandable because there aren't many dealers. Parts are difficult to get a hold of, etc., etc. So maybe in the future, who knows? Yeah, this is right. I had to think about where I was going there for a second. Yeah, but we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe it'll be become an everyday name, but for now, it's not really. I know the Class Xerion 4500 has made its way over to North America because it was showcased in one of the farm shows. I know in Canada it was showcased in the farm show, and I think United States, maybe in Illinois. I can't remember offhand. But not necessarily this small, like this 650, but the 4500 was showcased. And one of their, of course, selling features is the fact that you can... it's a bi... I think they call it a bi-directional in this context. So... Alright. Let's grab the baler, and we'll head down to that other field, and we'll get prepared for the eventuality of baling that straw. But for now, we're just going to move it down there. And where did I put it? I think it was on the left side here. Let's do that. And it's behind there. So yeah, we have the mixer right there. So we just need silage basically. And I think we have a silo setup that makes silage, but I'm not certain of that. Where did I put the baler? Not over here apparently. Yeah, so I think, let me know if you guys know for sure, let me know what this does right here. I think what it does is, looks like you put forage in here, and then you get something out of here, but I'm not certain what it is. Unless that's just, you get forage in, forage out. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Never mind. But I thought we had a silo that would make, silage for us, but I guess we don't. Where on earth did I put that baler? I think maybe it's around here. Yes, there it is. Perfect. So, yeah, I thought we had one, but I guess we don't. Alright, let's cook this up. There we go. And head down. So those silos are just what you just fill up from the silo. And I guess what happens is you can just take the forge out of there and put it into there. I guess that's what the idea is. But what does that silo over there do then? I think that's beet pulp, I think, maybe. And you put the beet pulp in there. Alright. Head south. Let's put 4-wheel drive on. Usually will help a tractor make its way around the fields or around the map. I don't know, it's kind of funny. Well, like the tractor itself is like a 180 horsepower tractor, so what happens is often it'll start to like slide or slip a little bit in certain scenarios, but other scenarios it's got no problem. So I don't know. I generally just leave the 4-wheel drive on all the time. Seems to make a big difference. I don't know in real life whether you can adjust between like having 4-wheel drive on and off in a tractor. I know you can lock the tires and whatnot, but I'm not sure about the whole you can put 4-wheel drive on and off. I suppose you can because you can do it with cars, but you will have to let me know on that one. I don't drive. I've never driven a. Yes, I have. Never mind. I was gonna say I've never driven a 4-wheel drive tractor, but I have. I don't do it often, but I've definitely done it at least once. All right. I think I have a sneaky suspicion our combine is full. This is like the fastest this tractor's ever been. I don't know if you noticed, but the view is moving slightly based on the way we're driving, which is kind of interesting. I think this is one of the features of this class. I think it's to do with the seat itself, I think, if memory serves, because it has like a, I think, air seat simulation or something like that, and that's why it's doing it. How far away am I? Oh, pretty far away. Okay. Should have made a turn somewhere else, but take a little trip around here, I guess. It's fine. We'll see some of the other areas we haven't been to before. There's the mowers right there. Very nice. But I do have to admit, this map is a nice looking map, that's for sure. It's got some nice little areas, all like, just, you know, put like all over the place, so you can enjoy a nice leisurely drive if you want to, like I'm doing right now. But yeah, it is a really nice looking map. Oops, probably should have taken that corner just a wee bit slower. But I don't know, I think it's good. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the map? Of course you, well, some of you like the map at least, because I know some of you are like, yeah, let's play on the map. But other people are like, well, I hate the map. I think, oh, I saw one person say like, no, Ian, I hate this map. I was like, whoa, I've never heard that. I don't see that often, so. And then I asked him why he hated it, I think. Or she, I can't remember offhand, so. Oh, looks like our combine stopped. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's bring this guy around here. Stop. Hop into the JCB. And I don't think that's going to be able to fully unload into this, but it'll get close, I imagine. There we go. Perfect. Alright, folks, what I'll do is I'll finish up this field off camera, and then we'll come back, and I think we're going to need to bale some straw. So that'll be it for me for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been an episode of Farming Simulator 2015, coming at you from Black Rock Valley. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Catch you guys later.